People, we got Plug Power, little baby Plug Power, that clean hydrogen. Look at them. They're not even at a high. They're not even at a year high. And here's their news. They're going to have a strategic, it doesn't say who the person is, or the company is. Power extends strategic hydrogen supply agreement. Ooh, so if they have supply agreements with Walmart, Amazon, and Home Depot, I think it could be one of these. The agreement extends the company's current strategic relationship through 2030, securing reliable hydrogen. I bet it's Amazon. Because Jaddy keeps talking about how his factory has all these robots. He had 1 million. He announced he had his 1,000th robot rolling around those warehouses. And those robots need power. I bet it's Amazon. Let's ask. Okay, we ask Grok. Agreeing, leading U.S. industrial gas company through 2030. The announcement does not explicitly name Amazon, referring only to a longtime hydrogen partner. Leading U.S.-based industrial, and a leading U.S.-based industrial gas company. No, see, existing relationship with Amazon, notably 2022. Yeah, that one just pretty much started. The agreement focuses on securing reliable liquid hydrogen power, reducing costs, and improving network efficiency. It's not going to say. Without explicit mention, it remains speculative. I don't care. I'm a speculative ass bitch, and they got something with somebody, so it doesn't matter. And then, LXRX. LXRX. Things are up to date, people. I guess Trump's tariff shit on, what he said about tariffing biotechs 200%, not affecting our sweet baby LXRX. And no news for our sweet baby LXRX, but remember, they have that Nova deal back from Nova LXRX, $1 billion development deal for a weight loss pill. That's big. As long as this keeps advancing, and they're advancing their breakthrough pain drug trial. I like them. And X is all a buzz with this prime medicine. And I'm wondering if I'm going to get into this one. This one, prime medicine. Biotech engages in developing one-time curative genetic therapies. If Trumperton is serious about all this biotech 200% tariff, we could see a plummet in biotech. But I do think these guys look very fucking promising. Another promising one, Iova. I'm still in Iova. I don't give a fuck. And Iova, they have, God, I'm down on Iova. Can't even lie. Fucking shit. Skin cancer. Almost everybody's going to get skin cancer. Look how hot the sun is. And there's no ozone. And they have a domestic factory in Pennsylvania. That's huge. Speaking of biotech getting shit on today, Humasite with these goddamn shorts. See, this is where the shorts hit us. Humasite needs to pass 293 to beat the shorts, even though there's far less short interest in Humasite than it has been in the past. You know what else? You also have Tilray. That's going to be a cannabis one. Oh, Crohn isn't up. What about SNDL? I'm noticing movement in our cannabis stocks. And I just feel like people in the know things before other people. Because cannabis can't truly pop until these dispensaries. Remember, in any dispensary in America, you cannot use a credit card. They're not connected to these federal banking systems. So if Trump just does one time, he could decriminalize cannabis with the swipe of his pen. He could say he could. He could say he did. This is going to be a very complicated thing for these cannabis companies. But I think that could happen. If any president is going to decriminalize cannabis, it's Trumperton. 100%, I believe that. And then you have TNXP just waiting on that non-opioid fibromyalgia approval. That's that shit right there. That real shit. I do love me some TNXP. And then, what else do we have? We got our sweet baby Hover making some moves. Not technically making any moves. Let's see. Hover stock. I don't think they got any news today. But flying nicely. Nonetheless. And Hover, this stupid thing changed this. Now it makes me do something else. Why is it doing it like that? Ooh, that might not be good. Yeah, maybe not. Or he could have needed them. He is the CEO. So you could say he's selling his shares to Wait a minute. The shares were sold to Weighted, realizing the shares experienced a 10% decline, maintain impressive gain. I wouldn't be worried about that. Maybe he needs the reporting person, no economic interest in shares sold to report. In other news, made significant strides. You could say he was selling his own shares to do stuff with the company. But Robinson holds 100,006 shares indirectly and holds 2 million through Robinson Family Ventures. So I don't think that's a thing at all to be worried about. And then we would also have NOC, just waiting on this, and Trumperton tariffing copper. That, what did that do to BHP? I can't even imagine. But remember, Public Work Project? Nothing. Okay, good. Perfect. Well, kind of, but BHP, they're always in something. They're always getting into something tricky. But NOC, I think NOC is a win, for sure. And then ONS, they had news. They're going to have an investor conference. These guys, ONS, drones in a box. I do like them. You got BBAI down, taking a dipperoni and cheese. I don't think that's bad. Honestly, I don't. They're doing a lot of shit. Somebody did say BBAI was going to go down. I think, look at them here. They are known for this. I don't think BBAI's rise is done. I do not think so. But they are taking a small break today. ASPI, waiting on ASPI. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. They partnered with TerraPower, Bill Gates' power plant. BBAI is due. They will do something. I know that for a fact. And then you got my sweet baby OPTT. Let's fucking go, people. OPTT, I do believe that OPTT will reverse split at some point. Only because they're doing a lot of shit, okay? And being a teensy penny stock does not make them attractive to hedge funds or they can't be bought up in pensions, they can't be in ETFs. So I really think advanced AI ocean buoy strengthens U.S. Navy maritime defense with AT&T 5G technology. The fact that these buoys are being used at Naval Postgraduate School, that should tell people that they're going to be used by the Navy soon. So we're just waiting for Ocean Power Tech to get their Navy contract, get some big type of contract. Also, this contract does not tell people how much it costs, which, people can't speculate. But me, I'm a speculative ass bitch. I can speculate all day. Their other contract with their unknown Middle Eastern partners is obviously the United Arab Emirates, who are the richest sheik daddies in the world. Well, maybe second to my sweet brown prince. Actually, the sheik daddies in the United Arab Emirates might be richer than the sweet brown prince. I'm not going to lie. The Qataris are pretty rich too. It could, honestly, their secret contract could be with Saudis, UAE, or Qatar, but Philip, in interviews, said several times how he'd been meeting with Emirati, so I'm going to say I'm pretty sure it's UAE. But anyways, OPTT, I think they're going to be a big player in all of this ocean surveillance and things, unmanned naval platforms. It's going to be useful for defense, fishing industry, to make sure China's not fishing in people's waters. That's what Argentina got them for. And then you would have defense, surveillance, fishing industry. And soon they have their ships or their buoys are going to have charging stations, because eventually electric boats could be a thing. But I don't really know how that would work. But anyways.